In this video, I'll be replacing all the exterior seals on the Turbo 400. I've already started the cleaning on it. You can see that. I believe it's out of an 85 Chevy truck. It was removed in working order. Just replacing all the seals while it's out. I'm going to replace this seal here, this here, and of course the pan seal and the filter. I'll need to get a new one of these because it was damaged. See, it's cleaning up real nice, getting all nice and shiny. I'll be painting this the same silver that's on the engine. This never, when I was playing with this governor here, it never seated all the way down, and now I know why. Somebody put a gear on from like a 700 R4. I think the teeth run the opposite way, something like that. It might be incorrect, but the gear, like, it doesn't seat in there all the way. In my new gear that I ordered for this transmission, the teeth are the opposite way. They run the opposite way. So that would be why it doesn't seat all the way down in there. Got most of it all cleaned up. Pulled the pan off. Yeah, you look at that. Gasket is definitely seen better days. It's just really brittle and ready to be replaced. It's not looking too bad, so some dirt in here from when I was cleaning along the near the dipstick tube hole there. It fell in there, so I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. Okay, got the pan all cleaned out, cleaned up real nice. I scraped off the old gasket and then took the wire wheel to it, and it cleaned up real nice. Inside's real good. There's no rust showing through or anything, so it's good. I banged out a couple dents, little small dents here and there. It's not perfect, but it's a little bit better than it was. The bottom cleaned up really good. So that's all set. Now I can put the new filter on the transmission and pull out this tail housing thingy here to replace the seal and the seal that is right here. Well, I got the tail shaft housing off. The gasket was pretty brittle on that as well. That's not too great either. And one of these darn bolts broke, so I'll have to drill and tap that. Now I'm gonna put a new gear on the governor. You can see the little valve thing moved up and down in there like it should. The teeth are chewed up a little bit, so that's why I'm replacing the gear. In order to do that, it'd be nice if the camera focused, but there's a little pin in there that you just take a small punch and you drive that out. And the kit comes with a new pin, and it also comes with these two pins as well. So that's all there is to it. New gear. You can see the wrong gears on there right now. I got the little valve here, and see there's a tiny little hole right there, and I ran some carburetor cleaner through it, and I also got this piece of .35 wire, welding wire, and it fits perfectly in that hole to make sure it's clear. You can actually see light through it, so it's good and clean. I'll clean the inside of this as well. I got this little brush here, which is for cleaning out paint guns, and this works really good to clean out this bore right here for the valve. pretty slick. See, just got a bunch of grime out of there, so I'll keep doing that until it's good and clean. I just got the rest of my transmission gaskets. See my seals, just a bunch of different things, and there's the pan gasket, so that's good. There's the finished governor, the new gear on it. You can see the valve moves freely. I ended up taking it all apart and cleaning it really well, so I ended up using these new pins. Doesn't look like it's been modified at all. Looks like it's an original. The weights and everything are original, so I'll just run it, and if I want to modify the shift points later on, it's easy enough to pull this back out and modify it. So just see how it does with this. Now I gotta set up the end play, which is how much this moves in there. Okay, I got the end play set. You can see the green gear in there. It's the end of the governor. I would turn the shaft and show you the clearance if I had 3 hands, but basically I used a drill bit of the correct size to get that end play set correctly. Now I'll just tighten down the governor cover, and there's the new gasket, and I believe the kit has a new O-ring for this output shaft here. Alright, got the old O-ring off. I'm going to slip on the new one here one-handedly, like so. Comes with input shaft seal, one of these, and then 2 output shaft seals, because there's 2 different sizes for the Turbo 400. Got the old one out, and I went around with some fine sandpaper to clean up the surface a little bit, and the bearing looks pretty good. The little passageways are still there to let the fluid go through, and the new one is drove in. Here's the seal for this. I'll clean up this surface with some fine sandpaper. Alright, I got the tail shaft housing installed. You can see the new seal is real nice on there, and gotta look up what the torque spec is for the yoke. Big bolt there. Popped out the front pump, and it was really stuck in there, but I got it. So the bad thing is it's not going to come out being on the stand. Stand's in the way, so I gotta put this back on the floor. But I'm gonna put the pan on first so I can set it on the pan. But first, before that, I'm gonna try to pull out the speedometer thing and get the new O-ring on it. Alright, I got the filter on and the gasket. I'm just going to throw the pan on and then get this thing off the stand so I can put the seals in the pump. Alright, I got the nice clean pan tightened down to 12 foot-pounds. Now that I got a torque wrench, I'm obsessed with looking up the torque specs and torquing it down. It's kind of fun. Alright, I got the pump out and everything looks good. The bearings look good. You can see there's a little passageway still in there. If you can't see that passage, then they're worn out and they need to be replaced. So I'm good to go for a while. You can see the washer's intact. That's really important. So I gotta put the front seal on. I'll pull that one off. Alright, I got the old one out. I'm gonna clean it up in there, and here's the new one. I'm gonna use this piece of PVC to install it. It fits over nicely, and a couple whacks, it should go right in there. PVC pipe worked really well. So now I'm just going to clean it up some more, and I'll put that seal around here, and I'll test out my torque converter, put it on here, and make sure there's no slop. Alright, torque converter sits on there nice and sturdy. Really no play. I think we're good to go. Gotta get the gasket on there and the O-ring with the white line facing out like the old one was. And I got the new washers on the pump bolts, because they're one of those things that once they're torqued down, you got to replace them. I already got the pump in there, got all the bolts torqued down to 15 foot-pounds, and I got a giant mess to clean up here. Place is all clean. Kind of OCD about keeping it all sweep out and all the tools put away, so it was bothering me for a while. Glad to have that done. Short sleeve weather is crazy, but I'm not complaining. Transmission is all put back together. It's on the stand, almost ready to be painted. I just need to clean up a few spots where I spilled transmission fluid on it, and there's a few nooks and crannies I gotta clean out. Alright, first coat of paint is dry. Throw on another coat. Transmission's all painted. Put 2 coats on it. It's ready to be bolted onto the engine. Looks pretty good. So that's the end of this video. Next video I'll be bolting the transmission to the engine and putting it in the truck for the last time. So stay tuned.